wisdom comes from experience, and experience comes from making mistakes. All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome. We're playing some Legacy today. Magic's, I guess not oldest format, but oldest format that's like playable by real people, sort of. Is that a laugh track? I'm not supposed to use that in cool stuff videos. Uh-oh. Don't tell Evan Irwin, all right? Whatever you do, please don't. Please don't. But so we're playing some Legacy. I'm getting ready for SCG Baltimore this weekend. I'm in Legacy C. I haven't played a lot of Legacy lately, I'm going to be totally honest. But I do love me some Tundras. And this is sort of just the updated version of the blue-white control deck I used to play in Legacy, I don't know, 5 or so years ago. Kind of an amalgamated list of lists I found online. Definitely just trying a few cards here to kind of get a feel for things. Some lists play Timeless Dragon as a 2 of. Some lists play Shark Typhoon as a 2 of. Some lists play Snapcaster Mage as a 2 of. So a lot of variety here in the actual threat base. But the core of the deck is the same. This is a control deck based around Planeswalkers and all the best cards that Legacy has to offer in Brainstorm, Force of Will, Ponder, Swords to Plowshares, and of course some of the newer Magic designs that are, some banned, some not in various formats, in Teferi Time Raveler, and Narset Parter Veils, which is obviously very, very good against other Brainstorm decks. We got Jace the Mind Sculptor here, and Supreme Verdict. Let the little wombo combo of 1 copy of Days Undoing to go along with our Narset. So we draw 7, they draw 1, which is super cool. And Spell Pierce here, some fetch lands there. Very, very basic land heavy deck, which I like a lot. The old Miracles blue-white decks I used to play were very basic land heavy as well. With 4 Prismatic Vista, the goal is to get basics almost always, although there are 2 Tundras and 1 Volcanic Island. Don't want to fetch those against the Wasteland decks. Want to be able to get basics and have your lands be in play, super safe, and not to worry about. And of course, the red splash is for the sideboard. We can see a ton of red cards here. Pyroblast, Red Elemental Blast, very important against Delver of Secrets, Murktide, enemy Jaces, and so on and so forth. And then a smattering of hate cards. You got a Kozilek's Return for small creatures. We got Ruination for lands, non-basic land decks. We got Meltdown for artifacts, Blood Moon for non-basic lands, Surgical Extraction for graveyards. You kind of get the idea. Flusterstorm, Hydroblast, and then a cool one here in Sevinne's Reclamation, which is good for the fair matchups. A way to return your Teferi or Narset and then return it again later, which is super cool. So deck seems super cool, super fun. Let's play some games and battle and get Legacy rolling, get Legacy back on the mind. So let's do that. But first, we work with our sponsors at CoolStuffInc.com.
CoolStuffInc is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, let's roll on the play. And we got a Brainstorm, Swords, Prismatic Ending, Vertigo. Works for me here. You can keep this. And I think we're gonna go Island Go. Play Island, say go. We have Brainstorm up, the cast Thoughtseize or something like that. I don't have any cards we really want to protect, but then if they play based on what they play, we'll decide what we're gonna do with our hand. Misty Rainforest, Snow-Covered Forest, Once Upon a Time. Looking like elves, I guess. I'm a little no, Fiend Artisan. Oh, that's really big. Why is it so big? Fiend Artisan, Allosaurus Shepherd. Interesting. Maybe this is or isn't elves. I don't really know, honestly. But we're going to our hand's pretty good against creatures, obviously. So we can just draw a card here. Another Swords to Plowshares. We don't really want to cast Brainstorm here because our hand's actually just pretty good. This makes it so we can't counter their green spells. Fiend Artisan. What a weird card. What a weird card. Snow-Covered Forest. But I guess we're just casting Prismatic Ending. I mean, it doesn't really do much. Don't have any counter spells here either. We just play Land Say Go. We have a verdict to build towards, so we'll just chill. Try and get a little better idea what's going on here. Again, I don't think Allosaurus Shepherd is a must-kill threat. We have no Force of Wills at the moment. Nor would they even be that good here, unless they're against like natural order and stuff like that. Here's Heritage Druid. It's a good one. Gaia's Cradle, tap for 2, Reclaimer. Okay, so now we're in the spot where we might want to Swords this Heritage Druid because we don't want them to have more mana. They have Reclaimer and Allosaurus Shepherd, 4 cards in hand. Don't want them to be able to cast Natural Order, so I think we're gonna Brainstorm and then cast Swords here. It's kind of weird because like we kind of want all of our cards. So he Swords the Heritage Druid, Prismatic Ending the Allosaurus Shepherd, leaving them with Reclaimer, which is like kind of okay. Yeah, this is let's do this. Let's just fetch this. They don't have Wasteland. I mean, they could have a Wasteland off of their Reclaimer. Let's get Plains here. Get a Plains. Swords the Heritage Druid, keep them off their mana. They play Reclaimer. And they play another Heritage Druid. Alright. Sure. Tap 3 and cast Fiend Artisan. Okay. 2 cards left. We're scared of Natural Order, I suppose. Natural Order for a Craterhoof would kill us. And now we've drawn Force of Will. Okay, so that's actually kind of a big game. So now you actually want to ending the Allosaurus Shepherd and hold Brainstorm for a blue card and get up to our verdicts to play land. Just get a Prismatic Ending the Allosaurus Shepherd so we can counter their green cards. And I guess I get just like Artisan for another Shepherd. Like I always Swords that and then force it, so that's fine, I guess. So there you go. Only 2 cards left. No real engine just yet. There's a Verdant Catacombs. Let's tap mana. Fiend Artisan. They're going to pay X is equal to 3 and sack the Heritage Druid and get a 3-drop. I have absolutely no idea what they're getting here. Maybe Grist? Grist does seem kind of hard to beat. Okay, that is really, really good. They have 2 cards left. Reclaimer's going to stay home, even though it can't sacrifice for a land. That's kind of strange. Sure. Untap and draw another Flooded Strand. So we can Verdict now, but like doesn't really do that much. I guess it's like still pretty good. Let me lose both of our fetch lands. We can't Brainstorm to find. Also, we have Prismatic Ending to kill this, which is not the end of the world. Prismatic Ending is just so ridiculous. Yeah, I think we're just gonna Wrath here. Just not get cheesed by this Fiend Artisan. Just get some duels. Get Tundra. And I guess we actually have no red cards in our main. Actually, we have Ending. We went red for Ending. So get Volcanic Island. Just cast Supreme Verdict. And say go. We have 2 cards in hand. Obviously, no creatures for Cradle at the moment until they activate the Grist. Could get a Dryad Arbor here. They will. Okay. Grist makes a token. Each opponent loses like the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Sure. So the ultimate's not that scary. Play a Visionary. All right. The real fear here is they play a Wirewood Symbiote. That's a Wirewood Symbiote. All right. Forcing this is pretty bad. It leaves us with essentially nothing. I have Swords for Symbiote. I think this is fine. So they'll get 1 extra card off their Visionary. It's fine. Well, I guess they get 2 because they can cast it and then bounce it again on their turn. That's probably bad. All right, maybe I should counter that. I'm not sure. It's going to take me probably a game or 2 to get back in the flow. Legacy, I've not played that much. So we're going to work our way through here. And draw a Ponder. All right, so let's cast Ponder. Kind of garbage, actually. Just 2 lands and a Brainstorm. So we're going to ship this. And shuffle and draw. Draw another copy of Force of Will. It's not very exciting. Yeah, okay. I mean, we Swords for Symbiote, they bounce the Visionary and cast it again. And now they're like way up on cards, unfortunately. We haven't really drawn any way to draw cards for ourselves. No Planeswalkers or whatever. Untap Arbor. And we just say go. They have 3 cards in hand and a Planeswalker. This is definitely a hard deck to play against when you haven't played against the newer lists. 2 Dryad Arbors, really? Wow. That is something. That is something. All right, there's your Grist. Make an Insect. Bunch of 1/1s. Cast Allosaur Shepherd. All right, well, that's the problem, I guess. Wonder if it's a bad matchup for us. It feels kind of bad. All right, yeah, I guess we're just dead. Sure. All right. Let's see what we got in the old board ski here. That was a tough game. Weird too, because like our opening hand seemed good, but it really was just like a few removal spells and no card advantage. So it kind of makes sense that like it didn't work out well for us. But bringing the Kozilek's Return, maybe Monastery Mentor is like a little bit of a clock. Not much else you really want here. I would say the Force of Negations aren't great. The Spell Pierce is pretty bad. Bringing the K Return. Dress Down is, I guess, fine against Natural Order. Just like stops the Craterhoof from actually killing us. Jace the Dragon does not seem particularly great. A lot of our win conditions don't seem particularly great here. Our Teferis don't seem super awesome. Yeah, I kind of want this Mentor. Just seems better than like Timeless Dragon or whatever. A card seems like it's mostly just for the counterspelling matchups. Let's try this, I guess. It's interesting that like Ruination is kind of cool against like Gaia's Cradle and Dryad Arbors and the black lands and stuff, but I don't think we really want that. So let's try this again. Try this again. That hand was very 1-for-1. A lot of swords to Plowshares and not a lot of other action. So let's keep. Or let's not keep. Let's look at our terrible hand here. Mulligan, sure. Mulligan, no lander into 1 land, Brainstorm, and then cards. I mean, unfortunately, Brainstorm's not very good at finding. We don't want to crack our fetch and then cast Brainstorm. Vista also can't find Tundra, so his hand is really, really, really awkward. I think this is a mulligan. So we go like what? Vista, Brainstorm on their end step, and if we miss, we just like we Brainstorm lock ourselves. I'm gonna mulligan. Oh my god. Alright, well, just awful hands here. We're gonna keep ship Force of Will and I guess Shark Typhoon, and our hand is just painfully awful. Alright, sure. So play Vista, say go. I mean, we'll probably wait to our turn to cast Brainstorm to get 1 extra card. Don't lock ourselves. Once upon a time. So we're playing a format where this card's actually legal, you know? It's strange. Elvish Reclaimer. Sure. Untap and draw. Being down 2 cards here is just devastating. Supreme Verdict. All right, well, we're going to Brainstorm, probably lock ourselves and lose, but whatever. Cast Brainstorm. Yep, we're dead. All right, so, I mean, I think we have to play Brainstorm there, try to make a second land drop, but now we're stuck now playing spells for every turn of the game, so we're actually concede. So we're just dead. All right, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That one seems tough with the main deck. Main deck copies Allosaur Shepherd, the Planeswalker, and then just like all the other like this usual Wirewood Symbiote stuff that deck does. That seems like a hard one. All right. One. All right, let's try that one again. All right, so we are winning a die roll, and we are going. We got Ponder, Dress Down. This is a pretty good hand here. Like this one. little awkward that we're pondering on one and we don't necessarily know what we're playing against yet, but I think I still want to cast it. I'm looking for, a third land. We could just wait. Maybe we just wait. Let's play Strand and just say go. Again, the matchups in Legacy are super polarizing. So like as far as like if they're playing elves or playing a mirror, if they're playing a combo deck, like the cards we're gonna want are completely different. So I'd rather have a little more information before we cast our ponder. They play Tarn and they say go. So at least some sort of blue deck. Untap. Draw Prismatic Ending. Alright. Play Vista, get Island, cast Ponder. Punder. We see Brainstorm, Force, Supreme Verdict. I'm not super interested in Force or Verdict, I don't think, but Brainstorm's pretty cool. However, if we shuffle those away, then we get to not have a fetch line for Brainstorm. I guess Force is like okay here. It's not really great, but I kind of just want to draw a land though. That's the problem. So maybe we draw Force and we'll crack this fetch on our next turn. I probably want to get a basic in case they're a Delver deck. Although no one drop's kind of weird, so we'll just say go here. Just trying to get more information. Tundra. Crack fetch. Volcanic Island. Looks like it's a mirror. Nope. Stoneforge Mystic. Sure, that's gonna resolve. So could be a Wasteland deck if they're a little Stoneforge-y. Get Caldera, sure. So our top card is a Supreme Verdict. Or no, Brainstorm, then a Verdict. I don't really want to draw either one of those. So we could like draw Brainstorm, cast Brainstorm, find a third land. We already know what our top card is though, so it's only saying 2 new cards. I'm just gonna write this. Get a Plains. And untap and draw what? Another copy of Dress Down. That kind of sucks. Now the question is, do I want to cast Ponder and try and find a land so I can cast Prismatic Ending and kill the Stoneforge Mystic, or not? The Caldera is really not that big of a deal. We can just kill a token. So let's cast Ponder. Oh my god! All right, we're shuffling. Teferi's great. I guess Teferi bounces the thing. I don't have any lands though, so yeah, we're gonna shuffle. It's pretty bad, but sure. Shuffle. Draw Force of Will. All right. We're not doing so good today. That's okay. That's the problem with recording this the night before I leave, is that your pre-tournament practice session is always bad. Every single time. Whether you're gonna do bad or good, doesn't matter. The last like Magic Online League you play before leaving for an event, you always like do terrible. No matter what. So here's Stoneforge. Put in the old complete. The Phyrexian Germ. They have 6 cards in hand. Down to 13. Untap and draw. How about a land? How about no? Actually? No lands today. All right, so we're just gonna ending the Germ. And just say go here. They're going to fetch. They have like a Spell Pierce or something here. I think we're going to just let it resolve. They have Spell Pierce and a Brainstorm in response. Sure. Because obviously resolving Teferi and bouncing the Germ is pretty ideal. Although maybe lose our Teferi to the Stoneforge, so it's not necessarily great, but they're going to Force of Will the Prismatic Ending. That is very, very aggressive. The problem is we just don't know we're drawing land next turn. So like if I knew for sure it was a land on top of my deck, I'd probably just like let this happen and then go for the Teferi next turn. But because we don't, then we just like have to force here. So let's force back. Pitch Dress Down. So, goodbye, Germ. Now their clock is bad. They have 4 cards in hand. Obviously up on cards, you missed 2 land drops. Umezawa's Jite. That is that's a boomer magic card. Alright. 3 cards now. I mean, I guess we're forcing this. I'm not really very happy about it, but it does increase the clock, makes my Snapcaster pretty bad. Yeah, alright. And we'll dump dress down again. See what else I got going on here. Attack for 1. Alright, so 3 cards left. We draw a non-land. Alright, I'm going to kill a Stoneforge. Or attempt to kill it. They can obviously bounce this thing at some point and like... I'm sorry, that's not bad. What am I thinking? Sure. They're going to daze the ending. Sure. Alright, I mean... Unfortunately, we are... It's not doing it. I mean, that was kind of like a pretty aggro daze, honestly. I don't know if keeping the Stoneforge alive is really that important, but... You say so? We gonna draw spell. Try and play Snapcaster just naked to block here. They probably have a bolt in their hand or some sort of removal spell because they just have 4 cards they haven't really been casting, so it makes sense. So I'm just gonna let this happen. Cast a Dragon Rage Channeler. It's a good card. They have instant and land and a wasteland. All right, sure. Untap and draw a Brainstorm. All right, I guess sure. Fire away. All right, I guess we're dead. We're locked again. Pretty unfortunate, honestly. You know, when you draw 3 cards, you usually find a land or a fetch land, but sure. Not today, apparently. Get it all out today, you know? Tournament's in 2 days, so we'll just get it all out today and no problems. So I'm trying to land for like 1,000 turns. We're just dead, right? Like, we could play Snapcaster, just like block Stoneforge, I guess. But that unlocks their removal spell in hand, probably. I mean, I would love to Snapcaster the Prismatic Ending on the Darcy, but it's hard cast days. Sure. All right, I'm just gonna see it. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not very good games so far. Not very good games. Let's bring in some cards. We're gonna bring in what? Didn't really see a lot of their deck, honestly. We literally just saw Stoneforge, 2 equipments, a Darcy. That was really it. I don't really know if I want any Pyroblasts if we're not playing Delver. I suppose it's possible they're playing Murktide, but we have a million swords anyway. Yeah, and then like Spell Pierce seems fine. Dragon and Typhoon are both pretty good. Just stand pat, I think, honestly. Yeah, all right. They are a Wasteland Days deck, so obviously we're at basic. Sure, these matchups, like, again, I'm speaking from 5 years out of experience, but typically the Delvery Wasteland Days decks were bad against the blue-white all basic land decks. So, all right, hand is not great, but we can live with it, I guess. Naturally drawing Tundra sucks. Aha. Because it forces you to play into Wasteland when you don't really want to, but I'm going to keep. Then we have Tarn here, not a white fetch, which kind of stinks also, but put a mulligan 6. Dress Down's an interesting card in Legacy. Island go. Flooded Strand. All right, just saying go. Untap and draw. Yeah, not being able to fetch basic planes really kind of stinks, but I'm going to cast Ponder. They can daze it if they want to. Vista, Brainstorm, Swords to Plowshares. That's all pretty good, honestly. I'm actually very interested in almost all of those cards. I would say we're going to go Swords, Brainstorm, Vista, no shuffle, play Vista, and then just say go. And then we're going to look to Brainstorm, probably Brainstorm the Tundra away if possible, so you can be on all basics. And then maybe Brainstorm Force of Will away also. All right, cool. I mean, obviously we love this Drago game. It's what our deck's built to do, so. Here's the Brainstorm. Am I interested in resolving Brainstorm right now, or should I wait? Let's play Tarn. No, let's just guess Brainstorm right now. Guess Brainstorm, see what they do. All right, resolves. Cool. Let's put back Tundra. And I think Dress Down. Well, I do kind of like Dress Down as a blue card, honestly. Big question, do I want the 4th land here? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Let's go to Scalding Tarn. Be a little greedy here. Play Strand, just say go. All right. Fetch Volcanic Island. Dragon Rage Channeler. Wasteland. Nope, no targets for your wastelands. That's the goal here. We're gonna fetch up planes, and I believe cast Swords to Plowshares. I should have kept the land, I think, maybe. So actually, the 4th land is very important against daze, so Swords this. Or attempt to Swords. We'll see what happens. They're going to Flusterstorm the Swords Plowshares. Sure, it's fine. Surveil 1. Keep the card on top. All right. So that's all fine. And say go. Untap, draw Timeless Dragon. It's kind of cool, actually. Sure. So let's Timeless Dragon, Plane Cycle, get a planes, and just say go. Kind of cool, uncounterable card here. Get planes, play planes, and just pass turn. Now we're around Daze, which is pretty great. We're around Wasteland, which is pretty great. Blue-red expressive iteration. That's gonna resolve. Try and push through Teferi next turn, probably. Dragon costs 4 to make a 4/4 that cannot be bolted or forced or countered or dazed or whatever. You get Flooded Strand. They have 5 cards in hand. Sure. In for 1. Sure. And no reason to crack our fetch. Untap and draw. Let's see what we get here. Draw a Brainstorm. So now we have the option to Eternalize Timeless Dragon, which I'm already pretty impressed with, honestly. Kind of a weird card. It's like not even playable in Modern, but like pretty good Legacy. It's kind of cool. We could also attempt for a Teferi, which I kind of like. Probably want to fetch first. No, because then if I go for Teferi and they want to daze me, they can waste my Flooded Strand and then daze me in response to the sack on Flooded Strand, which is kind of annoying. So need to be aware of that. We have Verdict in hand. Let's cast Verdict before I do a dragon thing. Fetching first makes our Brainstorm worse, obviously. We always pitch Brainstorm to force, though. No, let's fetch first. Let's play around Daze. Resolving a Teferi is pretty sweet. Fortunately, their Pyroblast are going to be pretty good against us, but all right, let's attempt to play a Teferi Time Raveler. Let's slow this down. Yeah, we're going to get blasted here, probably. If we go over blast, we could definitely just try. We could force here. We have 4 cards. Resolving Teferi and Bouncing Channeler is really, really good. So, yeah, I'm going to force here. Force this, hit dress down, I think. And once Teferi resolves, he bounce this. Draw Prismatic Vista. Okay. We're gonna play this for. I don't really want to brainstorm. My hand's actually like really, really good. So, but I guess we'll probably, yeah, I'll play this since I go. Have a little more options. Timeless freaking dragon. Red, colorless. No. True Name Nemesis. That's a magic card that exists. Sure. Choose me. Oh, I don't put the Pyroblast. Sure. That's fine. That's the thing that happens. So now we need to decide if we're going to verdict or not, or want to ride the train out a little bit here on True Name. Narset. Untap. Draw Teferi Time Raveler. Teferi is obviously not very good against True Name. So we're going to have verdict here. This is fine. Let's trade 1 for 1. Say go. They have 3 cards left. One's a Darcy. Darcy's up. It's a 3/3. Untap and draw Shark Typhoon, which is actually pretty gas here. Playing Teferi and Bouncing Channeler is pretty awesome, but Shark Typhooning is also pretty awesome. I guess I could also just like eternalize my dragon and just like make them deal with that. They have 3 cards in hand. I guess the longer away on Shark Typhoon, the better. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just show dragon. So, give me a dragon. Give me a token. Uncounterable 4/4. It's pretty funny, but it's pretty good. So, say go. End step, Brainstorm, Surveil. Up to 5 cards. Can we go back down to 3? They want all of them. That means that you probably don't want to cast Brainstorm. They're going to play. So this is the interesting one because like usually Blue Red Delver couldn't deal with this because they're white. They can deal with it pretty easily, but that's fine, I guess. Get rid of that. They have 3 cards left. They blasted me twice now, which I think is like fine. I think we're going to try for Teferi here. I don't want them blasting my Shark, so trying Teferi, see if it resolves, beat a counterspell out. And then try and draw another land so I can Shark Typhoon for a 4/4. Alright, just another one, sure. Just Teferi's everywhere. Ship it. How many blasts you got? Alright, bounce this. Draw a card. Draw an ending, sure. And say go. I'm not going to brainstorm here. Our hand's pretty good. Crack fetch down to 16. It is so nice having basic lands against Wasteland. It just feels so good. You feel invincible. Unassailable. Play a Channeler. And play a Prismatic Ending on Teferi. Sure, that's great. Uh-oh, they screwed up. Never mind. It's an X's 2, not colors is 2. Sure. 3 cards left. Just run the whole Teferi Gambit again. This time we'll leave up a white for ending, though. Draw Volcanic Island. Sure. I mean, just instant wasteland fodder. Probably trying to brainstorm us away, honestly. But we'll just play Teferi again, see what happens. And just bounce Channeler again. Draw a card. It's Force of Will. Sure. Just to go. Goal is to brainstorm away Volcanic Island. And now we have Shark Typhoon and Narset also. Play Channeler again, sure. Ponder, Surveil, Bin Wasteland, Of. Flooded Strand, okay. Blue. It's going to be a Merkin. We can get Merkin here. Merc's pretty good here. We got to force this, I think. So we're going to force. What are we going to pitch? They have 2 cards left. We definitely want to... I would love to brainstorm back this Volcanic Island, honestly. But I guess our hand is so good that we don't really need to cast Brainstorm. So, like... I want to keep Narset. Narset's great. I want to have Shark Typhoon. So I'm going to pitch the Brainstorm. 2 mana up to pay for a lot of stuff. Cool, that's great. Actually, I'm sorry. It's very polite. I haven't played this card in a while. Either it's banned in every format that I play. So, okay. And then, yeah, we're just going to untap and draw Days Undoing. Oh my. That's the combo, folks. The question is, do I want to do it? I don't really need to. Like, I guess I could do it in their draw step. But even then, like, I will lose one of my planeswalkers if I do it. Wait, hold on. If it's your turn, end the turn. Okay. Never had Days Undoing with them. So if it just happens, then the turn doesn't end. That's kind of gas. They'll just waste me though, so I can't do it in their... I'm sorry, I can play the Narset first. All right. The question is, do I want to lose a Planeswalker for that? I probably do, I guess, right? So play this. Play blue, play Narset. Minus Narset and get Jace the Mind Sculptor. Cool. And then we're going to... We've already plus this. We're going to say go in their draw step, cast Days Undoing. This is fun. I'm having a great time. All right, so we say go. They're going to waste me, end step. That's fine. No reason to end step that, right? You just do it on your turn if you want to do it, but whatever, sure. Let them draw. Crack my fetch. Just get Island, I think. And cast Days Undoing. So, each player shuffles and draws 7, but of course I have Narset in play, so they're actually going to draw 0 here. That's even better on their draw step. Oh, wow, it's so good. Wow. So... Oh, it even shuffles the graveyard. It's Graveyard 8. Oh, I'm having the best time. This is wonderful. I'm having a great time. This is a great day. Okay, I'm good now. I'm going to win the tournament tomorrow. All right, let's go. That was awesome. That was really cool. A lot going on there. Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm's actually pretty interesting. That probably should come in. Bring Flusterstorm. Honestly, our dress downs feel pretty bad. Like, what do they do here? I don't really do anything. And then as far as like Pyroblasts go, like maybe we can Hydroblast to like fight their blasts and also have a cheap answer to their Darcy's. The dress downs felt really bad. They just felt like really, really bad. I haven't actually done anything. And Hydroblast is kind of interesting. Just cheap cards are good. Again, I don't think we really need like specific Murktide answers, given that we have 4 swords, Snapcaster Mage, Teferi's, Verdicts. So I think Hydroblast being able to kill Darcy or to counter their blast is probably more important. So I think I like this. Kind of like this Mentor too, honestly. It's like a non-blue threat. If I were to bring in Mentor, honestly, the Force of Negations aren't great. Like, force through our own spells is kind of cool, but like, what are we forcing really, you know? We cut these and maybe bring in like 1 Pyroblast. Just like mix up our blasts a little bit. I'm honestly not sure. we're kind of winging it here, so learn as we go. Feel free to say in the YouTube comments how bad I am. You know, what terrible plays that I made. I should have done X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. We love the engagement here at CoolStuffInc.com. Put them all against a 6. We're going to keep. Yeah, force pushing to resolve Teferi is pretty awesome, so. We are Tundra here, which I don't like, but whatever, we're good. Volcanic Island? Channeler, sure. Draw Hydroblast. Nope. All right, so we're going to go Island and Punder. Hey. Well, I found the Hydroblast. The question is, do I want to draw another land after it? I don't think so. This is drawing a Blast and then a Plains or Vista, which I really don't want. I think I'd rather just draw... I think drawing a random card now and a random card next turn is better than drawing Hydroblast now and Plains later. We have a million ways to kill Channelers, so we're just going to shuffle here. And draw Brainstorm. Cool. That's actually a great draw. Really good draw. I guess bringing in the red cards doesn't mean we do have to fetch a mountain, which is kind of annoying, but does add like another piece to the puzzle as far as like what lands to fetch, but I think it's fine. Here's Ponder. They're going to keep the card on top. No shuffles. Very lucky. We always shuffle. If you shuffle, it could be anything, you know? All right, so untap and draw. Narset Parter of Veils. Okay. This is probably just Vista go. Vista getting Mountain. And then Strand getting, yeah, and we'll Brainstorm away the Tundra. Okay. They play land. Here comes in the attack for 1. They might counter this Brainstorm, honestly. But I think it's fine, whatever. Like, 1 mana Thought Teacher counterspell's fine, you know? Gonna blast it? Sure. No? Yeah. Draw. Ooh, wow. Storm. All right, so we get Tundra here and our own Pyroblast. Cool. So let's put back both Tundras. And go fetch a red land. So we'll do it on our upkeep. Like, in case they have freaking Stifles. I don't freaking know. Go get Mountain. And then draw for turn. Volcanic Islands. Damn these duels. I used to play only 1 Tundra in my blue-white control deck back in the day because I never wanted to draw duels ever. But all right, we got land. We're going to say go here because we have Pyroblast and then we have double Planeswalker to cast with backup. So there's your Plateau. Ooh, powerful dual land. Plateau. Attack for 1. All right, they obviously have a very reactive hand too, so that's why they're not playing anything proactively. Sure, I'm just going to untap here. Untap. Probably not play anything either. Tundra. God damn Tundra. Sure. So we're going to play Strand here and just say go. And we'll probably attempt to play like Teferi next turn with double backup. And of course, Flusterstorm wins the counter war really well, so we're not in a huge rush to do anything else here. Making land drops here is kind of great, so I'm just going to say go. All right, let's untap and draw an island. Okay. So I'm not feeling much pressure to actually do anything, honestly. I'm just like, waiting on more turn, plays around days, and like they're just kind of like just sitting here and like with these soft counters, and we're just gonna like, you know, draw more cards. They probably have like multiple Pyroblasts and stuff, but I guess you can't Pyroblast their Pyroblast kind of thing, but that's fine, I think. Attack for 1. Could lead on Narset instead of Teferi if we want to like play like a test spell. We're drawing a lot of lands. We can also try and build up to Narset and Teferi in the same turn, honestly, which is like not crazy. They definitely have at least 1 or 2, if not 2 blasts, so I'm just going to say go. I feel like the best thing in Magic is not doing anything. You know? Just don't play into their stuff. All right, here we go. Cast Expressive Iteration, Surveil 1. Let's see what this does. Top the card again. Jeez. Who tops every time? This only adds sorcery to the graveyard, so I think it's like our deck's also just full of freaking Swords of Plowshares and all sorts of removal spells. We just find one of those and kill this, and like now we're playing the Draw-Go game, and our deck is much better suited for that. So take one. Not even close to. And the thing is, also if I go for a fight and I lose the fight, that'll probably get them Delirium and increase their clock, you know, significantly. So that was actually an awesome one. Cool. Coolio. All right. I'm going to play, I think we're past the point of Wasteland mattering, so let's play a Volcanic Island, just say go. And we're going to look to cycle Dragon and then make a 4/4 next turn. This card's good. Like, when I saw it in these lists, I was like, the hell is this thing doing here? Like, this card's not even, you don't sniff this card in Modern, and it's like good in Legacy. It doesn't make any sense, but contextually, it just seems really, really good in these blue matchups. You can't blast it, you can't counter it. It's card advantage. All right, we're going to see is that True Name Nemesis? What's this going to be? They have 8 cards in hand. Blue. They're murking it. Okay, how do we want to handle this? Hardcasting Force of Will is definitely on the menu. 7 cards in hand. We can obviously Teferi it. We can do a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I'm gonna hardcast Force of Will and start there. These blue mirrors are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun. So your card, my card. Your card, my card. And then obviously we get to a point where like we fight a small counter war here. They're gonna Flusterstorm. Surveil, sure. Keep the card again? They just keep the card every time. All right, so we can't pay for this. This is fine. Nope. It's good. Nope. All right, so that's good. That's good. Murktide resolves. It's going to be a 5/5. Not even that big. Cool. We're going to crack fetch. Get plains. Crack fetch. Get islands. Cycle dragon. Get Tundra. All right, and then untap. And draw Spell Pierce, which will probably be pretty good. So you have 3 ways to push through our Teferi here. The only annoying part is that their Channeler's still alive. But we'll see. So let's just start here. Play Teferi. We're going to leave Teferi, not Narset, because I think that we need to, I think we can resolve this here. They're going to blast. We're going to surveil. We're going to start by playing Spell Pierce, I think. Five cards in hand. Nice big stack. They've been crafting this stack the entire game. It's overweight, honestly, so. They're going to blast again. We are going to Flusterstorm this. Same targets. Okay. Those all fizzle. 4 cards left. 3 mana up. Do they have a force? I got the blast. They have a force. Pitching Murktide. I'll blast it. Now, unfortunately, we're really looking to draw swords or an ending off this Teferi. So this is huge. Huge spot. Drawing a removal spell for Channeler wins the game on the spot. Bounce Murktide. Okay. Now the question is, I swords the Channeler. They get to recast Murktide, though. I will find an answer, right? Yeah, and they have 4 spells. We have Narset to find an answer to that. And a blocker, too. Don't want to lose the fairies. Yeah, this is all right. We're going to say go. So I would say a pretty successful stack battle there. Probably should have killed this, actually, because now they can... yeah, never mind. They can't play spells, so... All right. Exile that. 10-17. We Narset. We have 5 looks at another Swords or another Teferi or Jace the Mind Sculptor to bounce the Narset, to bounce the thingy again. I'll say a true name here, or is it a Murktide? Ending Teferi, sure. 3 cards left, and now they Murktide. Okay, that's fine. I think we're good here, though. We have the mana advantage. It's a big Murktide. So we do need to hit here, of course. We also have Brainstorms and crap, too, so cast Narset. We also have we have a Pyroblast, too, so sure. We have 1 Plains left. Let's play Narset. If the last 2 cards are a Force blue card, I guess they win, but all right, Narset, look. Narset finds Ponder, Narset, Force. It's gotta be Ponder, I think. Narset looks 1 deeper, but like wastes a bunch of mana. Whereas Ponder, we can keep cantripping, so take the Ponder. Cast Ponder. All right, find Brainstorm, sure. So we put this back, Hydroblast back, Brainstorm, no shuffle, play Flooded Strand. Need to shuffle before Brainstorm here because obviously we have our top 2 cards, play Plains, and cast Brainstorm. And there's Snapcaster Mage. Awesome. Put back Tarn, Snap Swords, or guess Jace. Jace gets dazed though. We'll snap Swords. Or Pyroblast, I guess, actually. That's better. No life. Is it better? Probably. I don't know. Oh my god, I screwed up. No, it's not better, so I can't cast it. All right. I noticed my clock was getting a little low, and that's fine. All right. Well, we probably just punted the game, but we'll see. So should have hit Swords, and Swords did. If I had red, this Blast is better, but obviously we don't. So that's fine. All right, it's cool. Learning on the fly here. Learn on the fly. I'm the kind of person who learns by making mistakes, and there you go. So we're in hard mode. Now a challenge is to win this game without dying. We are at 9, and they have an 8/8 Murktide. Will they go for Narset or me? They're going to go for me. I don't know if they have bolts in their deck or not, but... All right, yeah. Go to 1. Cast Iteration, sure. It's okay. I think we played this game really, really well, aside from the oopsie. So, Reb Narset, sure. I mean, obviously Jace is better than Narset here, so Scalding Tarn, can't use that one. Play Jace. Do you have the counterspell? Did you find it? I'll take the loss if you got it. Cast Brainstorm, sure. You got it. I'll take the L. Brainstorm resolves, and nope, resolves. All right, so bounce Murktide. Attack for 2 and Timeless Dragon. We could also like bounce our own Snapcaster too, honestly, but I want to cast the dragon here, I think. Legacy games are fun. This is fun. 15-1. Cast Ponder. I was a little worried that like them having like 4 blasts would be like really, really debilitating, but it hasn't been that bad, honestly. Funny, the presence of all the blasts like makes Timeless Dragon better than Shark Typhoon. I'm not really that impressed with Shark Typhoon, honestly. But I'm actually really impressed with this card. I'm like surprisingly impressed in a 1 game time span too. Just like, wow, this card's actually been awesome. It looks so like Modern Masters 2 reject card, but all right, so iteration. They find a true name nemesis. That's actually terrifying. Okay, well, also Mystic Sanctuary too, to put the iteration on top. That's cute. The old Plateau Mystic Sanctuary deck. Play True Name. All right, now we actually probably just lose because now we're at 1 and we just died at True Name. Once I find a verdict, we draw for turn. We brainstorm. And Prismatic Ending. All right, so we're dead. All right, they got us. All right, that's fine. If I had been at more life, we probably win this game. Not necessarily, because True Name was pretty nasty there, but sure. So, threw that one away. That's okay. I think that was a great game. I was like very, very happy with my play. Up until misclicking on that turn. So I'm happy about it. All right, match 3 opens up with a pretty fun one. This is a wasteland me into next year kind of hand, but we're on the draw. We're gonna keep. I mean, if we miss on Ponder and they wasteland us, so be it. Forest. It's elves again? Elvish Spirit Guide, Unlicensed Hearse. Oh, okay, sure. You got me. Hearse it up. Verdict. All right, so we're going to ponder and go find ourselves a land number 2. A couple lands, actually. So, 1. I think we just want to draw a Tundra. Like, we want to draw both lands before we brainstorm, so this is fine, I think. No shuffle, just say go. What deck plays Elvish Spirit Guide Unlicensed Hearse? Are we in the O2 Wonderland here in this Legacy League? I'll take it. I'll take it. Eat the Ponder, you got it. So my one Snapcaster Mage is looking a little lonely. Go on. Well, I remind you, of course, is a companion article to this video, as always, on CoolStuffInc.com. I do a video article Monday, a written article Friday, and of course, all the best games, all the best gear, Pre-Order Dominaria United, singles, sealed product. Oh, no. You name it, they got it. CoolStuffInc.com. Promo code Jim5, 5% off your order. All right, we get wastelanded, sure. Well, now I get to ponder again, I guess. And take a look at some more lands, hopefully. I wonder if I should play 1 Tundra instead of 2. Just love my basics. Love those basics. Ponder on the stack. Leonis had no second thoughts about the abolishment edict. He left Sky Runes warning of the eviction, even though it was cloudy. I reeled from the blow, and then suddenly I knew exactly what to do. Within moments, victory was mine. There is no flavor text on Shark Typhoon or Jace the Mind Sculptor. Far too many words. Not on Ponder either. All right, land, Jace, Teferi. So Jace, Teferi, and then land. Hopefully we don't get wastelanded again. That would suck, but sure. You're up. And I'm definitely curious as to what they're doing, honestly. I mean, the hearse is growing, I guess. Beep, beep, beep. Vrum, vrum. I have Ugin. Okay, is this the Cloud Post deck? That's got to be a bad matchup. I'm pretty sure. Okay, maybe not. All right, Endless One. Sure. Maybe this is just like Carlos Eldrazi, and they drew their 1 forest because they're playing Once Upon a Time. Could be a thing. Try to figure it all out, you know? Try to figure it all out. My top cards are Teferi and then Jace. Crew the Hearse, get in for 3. You got me. Freaking Endless One. Just a powerful card, you know? Real powerful card. All right, so Teferi Time Raveler is only okay here. I mean, bouncing Endless One, eating a hearse is like not really great, but it's fine, I guess. I'm gonna play Strand and just say go. I don't think I want to draw. Don't think I want to draw Jace. We're still gonna Brainstorm probably and then shuffle the Jace away. So we'll see what's up here. The hearse is a little annoying. Kind of like giving haste against Teferi is kind of annoying, but yep, your turn. There's your waste. Yeah, they're just like Koas Eldrazi, so they're gonna play. Oh no, not Matter Shaper. Anything but Matter Shaper. All right, sure. That resolves. 2 cards left. No Thought Knots here. They're gonna crew the hearse. Hearse being mildly annoying for sure. I can always just Teferi bounce the hearse and reset that. And they attack Teferi. I cast Supreme Verdict. I can draw swords. So I'm just gonna fire up the Brainstorm here before they deal damage. Let's see what we draw. Cast Brainstorm. Spell Pierce, Island, Jace the Mind Sculptor. Let's put back Jace and Shark Typhoon. Yeah. I don't think I want Shark Typhoon here. Yeah, Jace and Shark Typhoon. And then we're taking 6. Kind of stinks, but sure, whatever. And end the turn. So we're not going to yeah, we're gonna crack this. And I guess you get Tundra at this point. We're already like in for the duels, so whatever. Untap and draw Swords to Plowshares. There's one of the cards we are looking for. The problem, of course, is a Reality Smasher or something like that. Just really ending my day. We're dead to Smasher up top. I don't really have a good way to stop that. Playing Teferi here and like bouncing something. Just buy some time, I guess. It's like bounce Matter Shaper. Then they can't kill us with a thingy. So I kind of like that. Just like play this, hoping for a repulse and gain a little EAV life. Bounce Matter Shaper. Not bouncing the hearse because we just died to Smasher, and like it's not even like that good to bounce that, I don't think. So they can obviously recrew and cast. Draw Timeless Dragon. It's like a rando 5/5, maybe. So like Player Shaper, Crew Hearse, stack for 6. Probably 3 because I killed Teferi. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. All right, do they have the Reality Smasher? They always do, in my experience in Modern. So nope, just Matter Shaper. Okay. Attack Teferi, not Crew Hearse. Okay, sure. It's interesting. And then they're gonna exile 2 cards at the hearse again, sure. And but wait, there's more. I'll tap the Ugin for mana. It's pretty sick. Or I have Ugin. Thanks to the Yavimaya. They're gonna cycle Ash Barrens. Okay. Good against Blood Moon, I suppose. They're gonna get a. They're gonna fail to find. Okay. Untap and draw a Narset Parter of Veils. Narset Parter of Veils. Okay. I would like to try and save Swords to Plowshares for the hearse. I think I'm going to play Narset and just like try and bait the hearse into swords and then cast Verdict. Fortunately, Narset can't find a land, but Force of Will and Prismatic Ending. Ending is not great here, and Force is actually a pretty nice safety valve. We're going to take Force here. Take Force, say go. Oh, it's funny, I guess I kind of want them to crew. And they might not crew. They might not play a creature that, like, if they play a creature, I have to force it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. They play a Matter Shaper. That's going to resolve. So they're going to get their Matter Reshapes, but like, how good could it be, you know, kind of thing? So we get the Swords, the Hearse. See where the attacks go. They got to kill the Narset, like for sure. Or just go for me. Or I should go for the kill, sure. All right, well, that is like, I guess not best case scenario, but very, very good for us. I guess like now if they Matter Shaper into another threat, we just die. So that's like reasonable, I guess. So we go to 4 and cast Once Upon a Time. Sure. Once Upon a Time we'll find. Thought Not Seer. Sure. So pretty easy Force of Will fodder. Untap and draw a Swords of Plowshares. We're going to Narset, and we're going to hit another Swords and a Force. All right, so we could definitely lose here, but we get Swords. We're going to cast the Verdict, and if they hit well off Matter Shaper to kill us, so be it, I guess. Didn't find that extra land we were looking for, unfortunately. Matter Shaper number 1. Chalice the Void. Love it. Can't imagine that they have that many hits, actually, because, like, can't hit Endless One, can't hit your Biggins, you know. Playing Chalice and 0 is cool. We have the Force to back it up also, so it's nice. Eldrazi Mimic. That's one of the scary ones. So, can't imagine they have that many hits, but that's definitely one of them. And now they cast Thought Knot, we force it, and we go to 1 off the Mimic. Cool. Pitch the Spell Pierce, of course. All right, go to 3. Jace the Mind Sculptor, Brainstorm, Timeless. Oh no, what is this? Once Upon a Time again? Oh no. Oh, Chalice. Oh, sure, okay. Chalice on 1. That's actually. Right. I forgot that Matter Shaper puts the card in your hand, not just always in play. That's actually pretty bad for us, but sure. So obviously that turns off a lot of our stuff. Okay, that's interesting. Narset again. He's like Jace Bounce Mimic, I suppose. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that Chalice might get us. Bounce this. So you go. Play Mimic for free. Can't cast these cards. Can Brainstorm into a land and just hard cast the Timeless Dragon. That's a lot of Narsets. Yeah. We have 4 Ending in our deck. Prismatic Ending is the worst design card of the last 20 years. Like, it's actually literally good against everything. We're going to Brainstorm. Draw 3. Force of... Nice fetch lands, idiot. Are we just dead now? I think we're just dead, actually. Yeah, we're just dead. All right. We can... Maybe not completely dead. All right, so we can... No, yeah, we're dead. Chalice. All right, whatever, they got us. All right, sure. All right. Tough game. That's okay. I think we're okay. We're learning. That's the important part. So we're going to bring in, what? We're going to bring in Monastery Mentor, Ruination, Blood Moon, I guess. There's really a ton to bring in here, honestly. Like, Spell Pierce is bad. Force of Negation is fine, I think, against Chalice. Shark Typhoon Ending, Force of Will, Jace. What does Stress Down do? This card just doesn't seem very good to me. It's obviously against like Urza Saga. Are they an Urza Saga deck? I don't know, honestly. Like removing like the Thought Knot Seer ability is. I guess you could like end step it and then cast a Wrath, so they can't Matter Shaper or whatever. But Reclamation to return Teferi and Narset. It's kind of iffy. Definitely want to be, hedge a bit against Chalice of the Void if possible. I have 4 endings to destroy it, so. Let's cut the dress downs. Sure, I guess. Completely not sure, to be totally honest, but we'll ride it. We'll see how it goes. Like Ruination, Blood Moon. All right, so we got Force, Brainstorm. That's not great, but we're going to keep it. Brainstorm helps out a lot, obviously. Brainstorm solves his hand pretty well, so let's go Island Go. We have Force plus Shark Typhoon, and we have 2 Planeswalkers, so it's all pretty good. Next turn is almost assuredly Brainstorm with Fetch Land. Clean our hand up a little bit, find that 3rd land. Turn 1 Wasteland. Yep. Ruination. Cool. All right, your turn. Ancient Tomb. Thorn of Amethyst. All non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Not quite Chalice or any like terrible card, but let's cast Brainstorm, take a look. We see Volcanic Island, Supreme Verdict, Snapcaster Mage. We find the land, but it's a wastelandable land, which is not good, honestly. That's pretty bad for us. We got to force this Thorn, otherwise we can't cast spells for a little land light here. And then the problem is, what are we going to do, honestly? I guess we can just like resolve Teferi next turn, which is kind of cool with Volcanic Island. Let's put back, I don't think Ruination's coming into play, honestly. Shark Typhoon is just, I guess the Snapcaster's not great either. We need a blue card for Force, though, so we're going to force pitching one of these. We're putting back the, I think, Ruination and probably Snap, and then we'll just pitch Typhoon to the Force. Thorn Amethyst. Mine from a cave in the dark meanders. It shines brightest when no one is looking. If a thorn shines in the cave and no one's there to see it, you get the idea. All right, pitch this. Goodbye, Shark Typhoon. They have 6 cards to my 4, so not ideal, but it's fine. We're gonna crack our fetch for planes, shuffle those cards away, and untap into land. Ooh. Actually, factually, that seems pretty good. Play Teferi. You don't really do much with it. And they could easily play like a smash or something next turn. Yeah, I guess ship it, right? Let's slow this down. Obviously makes casting Narset a little awkward, but it should totally screw them as far as casting spells, so now they can't play any colorless spells. It turns the Ancient Tomb off. I mean, we'll see if they waste me or not. If they don't waste me, I have Teferi, which is great, so they're going to waste me. All right, cool. So now we're down to 2 lands versus 1. I have a Teferi in my hand, and like all their spells cost like 5. So red 4. They have Chalice also. Sure. We just have Prismatic Ending, though. Just like, it's a dumb card. All right, so they have Chalice. We untap and draw land. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, every land's a mountain, I guess, but play Teferi. Just gonna bounce the Chalice and draw a card. Get the, make them cast it again. Get the ball rolling. Draw Force of Will. Cool. Interesting. Pretty unlikely we draw a second white. I don't think we force it. I don't think we care. Like, whatever. Sure. Just bounce it again later if they really need to, And they're just not doing anything for so long. Swords, obviously, we draw 1 drop. If they do that, that's fine. Just play that as they go. Another land. But they just, like, can't really cast that much. Play the Hearse. By itself, the Hearse doesn't really do anything, so it's fun. You have 1 Snapcaster Mage, whatever. It's fine. And untap. And draw. Scalding Tarn, aka Mountain. Pump that. And we just play Tarn and say go. Sure. All right. We have, I think, what, 4 islands, 2 plains. They draw a forest. I don't know if that really helps them cast anything, though, so they're going to play an Eldrazi Mimic. Now, this, of course, can crew the Hearse, which can kill my Teferi. I don't really want to force a will on Eldrazi Mimic, to be totally honest. But maybe we need to. Yeah, alright. I don't love this, but sure. We'll see what we're going to do with this Teferi next turn. We might just, like, shave it off for a card. Exile 2 cards, sort. Untap and draw Timeless Dragon. That was a pretty cool draw, honestly. Just get a Plains, get the dragon going. What are we doing with this Teferi? We can bounce the Hearse, just like make them cast it again. We lose Teferi though, obviously. Then the Chalice is in play, and then our swords ain't doing much. The old Blood Moon Chalice game, pretty interesting. 4 cards in hand. The problem is, like, if I plus Teferi and they just draw any creature they can cast, they just kill it, and I just get no value. So yeah, I'm just gonna bounce something. That's got to be the Hearse, I think. So let's bounce Hearse, draw a card, see what we draw. Drawing a Plains here would be the nuts, but oh, we also can't Timeless Dragon because they're gonna freaking Hearse it. Right. So now use your Force of Will to counter the Hearse. All right, sure. So I guess we're just going to cycle Dragon now to make the land drop. I don't need to. I'll just say go. Let's see what they do. Interesting game. Lazy's great. Freaking, I just cannot explain how impressed I am with this card. Timeless Dragon, Eternal Dragon, Eternalize. Get it? It's a joke. It's just hilarious. See, Modern Horizons says got to be more like this card. This is just perfect, you know? Less Furies and Ragavans, more Timeless Dragons, please. Cast the Hearse. Oh, we're going to force it. And I'm not thrilled, but sure. They're going to play a Endless 1 for 4. Okay. All right, so we'll go on Plains, get our basic Plains. And we'll untap and draw a Force of Negation. It's not ideal. Timeless Dragon, Internalize. And say go. And now the big question is, we're not going to, like, block. I mean, we like really, really want this threat. So, oh my god, now what? 4 red. Chalice on 2. That is about as irrelevant as it could possibly be. My deck has what? 1 Snapcaster Mage. I already poured out the two dress downs. Oh, now I can't Ending for 2 to kill the Chalice. I just cast Ending for 3, whatever. Like, they're not gonna attack? That's crazy. That's just insane. I'm sorry. That's just wild. All right, your turn. It's funny, I have so many words on it, they just don't matter at all. All right, Ash Barrens. Ooh, that was actually nasty. All right, they just Ash Barrens for their waste. And now they can play all of their cards. That's really, really bad. All right, here's Smasher. Oh, God. I just lost this game. Okay. Okay, we're back in it. Now we've just freed up our 2 Swords of Plowshares. So we can go cast Ending X equals 3, targeting the Chalice on 1. And then, but then the problem is, like, now we're just in, like, trading space. we need to trade Timeless Dragon for Endless One, and we need to hit the Smasher and then discard a card also. So if I attack here, they attack back. They easily have a Smasher in their hand too, so we're just gonna say go here. I guess it kind of sucks, but not having double blue really sucks. It turns off a lot of our good draws like Jace and Narset, but yes, nope, Matter Shaper. Okay, that's fine. So he swords this. Discard Force of Negation. And now we could block. And I guess you want to swords the Matter Shaper now, but now we're just like, I guess we're both drawing live because now our Chalice on 1 is gone. If I don't block, I swords this next turn. This holds this back, but like that's not even that good. So yeah, I'll block, sure. All right, hopefully we don't redraw something good here. Ponder, Brainstorm, any Planeswalker that we can cast. Flooded Strand. Gonna hold that for Brainstorm, I guess. So we'll say go. All right, choke. Okay. That's a pretty cool card, I guess. I only have 1 island in play, but that is a legal Magic card. 22-7. That makes life more difficult. There's Brainstorm, but obviously we don't really want to lock ourselves, nor do I want to have my only. I'm just gonna say go. I'm gonna give it a turn on Brainstorm. I'm not in a super huge rush to cast this. I say go. Ponder. The problem is with no fetch lands, we only actually have 3 more blue sources, so I'm just gonna say go. Like I'm casting Ponder, and then what? What am I drawing off Ponder that I can actually cast? Oh god. Sorry, friend. Shouldn't have played that Chalice on 2. They played Chalice on 1, counted it into Chalice on 2. It's pretty good for us. We draw Force of Negation. Okay, now Teferi can bounce choke, and we can just counter it on the way back down. But again, can't tap the blue, I don't think. So Blood Moon is hurting us a little bit for sure. So we had to play it kind of early. So Thought Not Seer, gross. All right, sure. Let's take a look here. We'll only cast 1 of these anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, I don't think, as far as like that goes. Take the Force of Negation. What? All right, sure. Untap and draw. Flooded Strand. All right, I believe we're at the point now we have to cast Ponder, so. Or I guess Brainstorm's better, because we like to put card backs. Sure, let's cast Brainstorm. All right, here we go. Brainstorm reveals Tundra, which is a mountain. Flood Strand. Wow, that was a terrible Brainstorm. All right, we're dead. Now we're locked again. All right, sure. All right, so I'm gonna call it here. I think 03 is fine. This is a really important thing to internalize. All right, we went 03 here, and I'm not unhappy at all. Not every game of Magic you play is a game of Magic you're trying to to win in the sense that like it's your ultimate goal. The point of me playing this deck here, and the point of just practice in general, is to get a feel for things. You know, learn about your cards, learn about just like what cards are working and not working if you're playing deck for the first time, and then like the games, the winning condition for your practice leading up to a tournament is to learn the most amount possible, not win the most amount of games possible. And I feel like in those 3 matches, I want to learn a lot about the deck. I think Dragon's really good. We had some bad spots, obviously, which happens. Not a big deal, whatever. But Planeswalkers seem pretty great. Resolving Teferi seems pretty important. The basics are awesome. The deck seems sweet, and I'm pretty happy to play it. So I think it's important. And again, we're not going to play in the 03 bracket, I don't think. And honestly, time-wise, I have a lot more to do before we leave. So playing in the 03 bracket is not super exciting. So, your thoughts? Again, it's not always about winning, and that's not in like let's have some fun sense. That's it's about learning sense. And if your ultimate goal is to win the tournament, your goal in practice should be to learn, not to win. So that's what I got for you this week, folks. Love you all. I'm Davis or CoolStuffInc.com. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully, when you watch this on Monday, you'll be looking back at me having won the tournament on Saturday and Sunday. That'd be pretty cool. SGCon Baltimore. And hopefully I'll see you there. If I don't see you there, I'll see you next Monday here on CoolStuffInc.com. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.